There's an old movie line, build it and they will come. And here in Mesa, Arizona, have they ever built it? Nearly $300 million invested into Bell Bank Park, and it is a spectacular pickleball facility, and it has gotten the attention of the PPA Tour. The world's best have descended upon this desert town this week, and they put on a whale of a show. Young and old have come to compete for championships, and today on Championship Sunday, we are ready to hand out some gold medals as we bring you the coverage of the Foot Solutions Arizona Grand Slam. Well, the scenery surrounding Mesa, Arizona is simply breathtaking, and the pickleball action here today is expected to duplicate that same response from the fans that are going to be in attendance. Should be a fun afternoon here as we bring you coverage from Mesa, Arizona. And hello, everybody. Welcome to Mesa. Dave Benson alongside Irina Terashenko, Dave Fleming. Hannah Johns will be along in a little bit as well. And we're excited to be here for the second stop of this season's tour. And Irina, there really is no off season for the pickleball tour. Maybe a little bit of downtime over the holidays, but we're already into week 2. We're still in February.
I think all the professional players, we took a little bit of vacation, but at the same time, we were very eager to get started again. And yeah, we're in the second stop, and the action is heating up.
And Dave, we are in the desert, so it will warm up quickly. But right now, it's cold. How will that affect our first match today?
Yeah, the ball's going to be flying. You know, the conditions affect the ball and they affect the way the players choose to play. You're going to see people driving the ball. We're going to have a lot of those fun hand battles that the crowd loves. When the ball hits the ground, almost never, the fans love it.
Well, our first match today will be the Pro Mixed Doubles, and there is one pairing here today that is hoping lightning will strike twice from week 1.
There it is, a new team with a new championship. Ben Johns, Anna Lee Waters. Great start to the new year.
What a start it was, the first event of the tour right down the road in Phoenix, Dave, and we saw Ben Johns and Anna Lee Waters. We saw them pair up for the first time. We saw them win gold. Probably not the last time we're going to see that happen.
No, and it was interesting. The first time they were together, they were really pushed, almost got beat in the quarterfinals, and now they're getting used to each other's games, and that is a dangerous idea for the rest of the tour. They are on fire, and they're the favorites to win today.
And in the first stop in Phoenix, Irina, there was nobody that won a Triple Crown. Ben Johns can be the first to win a Triple Crown this season because he will play for 3 golds on our schedule here today.
Absolutely. I'll be cheering for Ben Johns and just looking forward to great pickleball today. Yep. I'm excited.
Ben is no stranger to winning Triple Crowns. He's done it fairly often.
He does a good job.
He does a fantastic job. Well, last week was a whole lot of fun. Hannah Johns was a part of that. She'll be a part of our coverage again here today. And let's check in with Hannah Johns right now.
Dave, what an exciting tournament we just came from. I was able to sit down with some of those players on the sidelines after their matches, get some sound bites. We're going to be airing some of those today for you all to look at. We also sold out of tickets all 4 days, which is something new that we've seen. More exciting stuff coming to the pickleball every day. And it's not going to stop there. The momentum continues. We're heading to 3 new stops this year. We're going to Lakeville, Minnesota, Port St. Lucie, Florida, and Austin, Texas. All brand new destinations for the tour. We can't wait to see what this year will hold for pickleball.
Yeah, Hannah, and rest assured, I know we're a little chilly right now. It'll be a little bit colder at the stop next week in Minneapolis, but at least it'll be indoors. Don't go anywhere. Our first serve of our first match of the day on Championship Sunday coming your way after this timeout from Mesa, Arizona. Back at Bell Bank Park, we are just about set for our first match of the day, the Pro Mixed Doubles, and Lauren Stratman and Tyson McGuffin will take on the 1 seed, Anna Lee Waters and Ben Johns, who are looking to make it 2 for 2 on this young PPA Tour season. And not going to be a cakewalk, though. Last week, in the week 1 of the season, they struggled a little bit, and you know that Tyson McGuffin would love to be able to make them struggle a little bit more here today, Irina.
Absolutely. Lauren and Tyson are definitely hungry. They know Ben's and Anna Lee's games really well, and they're going to come after them, and they're ready to challenge them, and they're excited to be there.
And Dave, tell us a little bit about Lauren Stratman.
Yeah, thrilled to see her on Championship Sunday. She's really committed to the game, and what's wild about this is his first-time partnership, and here they are all the way to the gold medal match. That usually doesn't happen because you need to find how you complement each other. They've been able to do it in rapid fashion here, and they've earned the right to play for the gold today.
And they will also have their hands full because Ben Johns, you're talking about the most decorated player to ever hold a pickleball paddle.
Indeed, and he has to play 3 times today. He wanted to play 3 times today, so gets going with the mix to start with. His fitness off the court will be a factor because he's got mixed, then men's, and then singles today. That's a lot of pickleball, but it's the amount of pickleball he wanted to play when he showed up here.
Annalie Waters wishes she was playing 3 times today, but she will be playing twice today, Irina.
Yeah, Annalie, you guys, we watched them warm up and we saw Annalie looking confident. She basically dominated Ben Johns in the warm-up. She won every reflex volley battle, so she's ready to go.
Here we go. We are ready to get underway. Our first serve of the day here on Championship Sunday, and it will come off the paddle of Lauren Stratman, who is in the near court alongside Tyson McGuffin. And into the net, so an early 1-0 lead here.
1-0-2.
This is a best 3 out of 5 for the championship. Lauren would love to have that one back. Hits it into the net, so we will change sides on the serve.
0-1-1.
And the first point of the day for the #1 ranked team.
Yeah, and people always say, well, Ben seems to be stepping in and taking balls from Annalie. Well, guess what happens when he takes a ball? It's right there.
1-1-1.
Well, certainly both Annalie and Ben are more than capable of hitting winners. I think that was part of what made Ben and Simone such a great pairing, though, was that Simone was more than content to let Ben take everything he wanted. By Ben Johns.
Well, I have a question for you guys. Let's unpack the strategy for our listeners real quick. Maybe you guys can go over top 3 things that each team is looking to do in terms of strategy for this match.
Well, the Stratman and McGuffin have to keep Ben honest, so you're going to see her go behind Johns on the left side of the court, and they've got to not feed into the hands and the pace that Johns and Annalie Waters love and are known for. And they've got to play clean. You can't have a cocktail like that of a return going deep. So clean, keep Ben Johns honest, and play to your strengths.
Absolutely, good strategy, and I think Lauren Stratman definitely has all the shots in her arsenal to execute that strategy.
And another point here, and I was going to say that I think the other thing for Stratman and McGuffin here is you need to get off to a good start. You don't want to fall behind early against the #1 ranked team, and you got that first point, but now you've given up 5 straight.
And you've called timeout here, so it's the only good news. It's the best 3 out of 5, as you mentioned.
We will step aside as well for a hydration break here on Championship Sunday. Coverage of the Foot Solutions Arizona Grand Slam is brought to you by Foot Solutions. We make you feel good. By Baird, official wealth management partner of the PPA. By Guaranteed Rate, guaranteed home at a guaranteed rate. And by Duper, make every match count. Back here in Mesa, Arizona, as we have an early 5-1 lead for Annalie Waters and Ben Johns. And we are ready to resume here in game 1. And the timeout does its job. It breaks the serve, but now we just moved to the second server, so it'll move to 5-1-2. And Ben Johns serving for the first time today. And another point.
Yeah, and Anna Lee loves to sit on that backhand over there, attack on that side. You're going to get the ball back with even more pace than you brought it.
Yeah, sure. The backhand has been her strength in her game since she stepped on the court for the first time. It only continues to get better. And that had a lot of backspin on it, right back into the net. Nothing Ben could do about that.
And a big smiley, sorry, not sorry from Lauren Stratman there.
She knows how badly they needed that, and now they got to do something with it. And Ben quickly gets it to the second server.
I think Ben Johns kind of anticipates the strategy coming from Lauren and Tyson. He knows that Lauren likes to drive the ball, so he's standing on the kitchen line. He's keeping his body weight low. He's ready for the drive on the shot.
Net, so the serve will go right back over to Waters and Johns.
Lauren was ready. That's another pattern that we can look for. Ben working Lauren down the line, and we can expect Lauren to try to stay aggressive with her backhand. She actually was ahead of Ben in the last point. Just a bad miss.
Nice job to dig that out by Anna Lee, but it goes wide, so we'll move to the serve for Ben Johns. Make it 7-1.
And we saw a lot of teams lose points in unwinding the stack like Stratman and McGuffin are here, meaning they got to run all the way to the other side.
Great backhand there by Tyson McGuffin. That was impressive.
Yes, that's one of the things that's why people love pickleball. There's quick exchanges and the hand battles. Everybody's standing on top of the kitchen.
So we'll move to 1-7-2. The pace of this first game is pretty impressive. Point from McGuffin and Stratman. I'll tell you the other thing that's impressive, guys. I mean, I know you got here early this morning, as did I. I rolled in here before 7 a.m. this morning. The parking lot was already full. And Championship Court, the spectators are making their way in, and it's here in the desert, not even 9 a.m. yet. I know Hannah said at the top of the broadcast last week, it was week one, I should say, it was sellouts in Phoenix.
Yes. Yeah, pickleball is truly now a spectator sport. People are not just coming to play, they're coming to watch, and the best players are on display right here.
And that does stay in.
Just the right amount of pace on that right there from Johns.
8-1.
Won that time by Waters and Johns, and make it 9-2.
9-1.
Guffin and Stratman able to keep Johns and Waters on the back line and take advantage of it there. So Waters with the serve now at 9-2. And then the miss hit there by Ben Johns. That was nicely executed by Lauren Stratman to set that up.
Yeah, we've been seeing some third shot topspin lobs from the players, and they've been effective. That one came up a little short.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of that strategy, and I think it works at different levels. It works for the pro level. It works for the amateur divisions, and I've been seeing that shot more and more, and I'm a big fan.
How about that shot by Stratman working the line?
Yeah, shaking and baking, meaning your partner drives and you go and take the next ball, is effective in this climate at the cold. The ball's moving faster. These two like to drive the balls. We talked earlier, they need to do more of it.
Do we know the origin of the shake and bake phrase and play in pickleball?
Yes, we do. That was Marcin Rospetsky and Morgan Evans came up with that, and they love to shake it and they love to bake it.
And Morgan also loves to let everyone know where the phrase came from.
Yes, he does.
Well, I've seen this phrase used in 2 other instances, obviously in the epic movie Talladega Nights.
Yes.
Shake and bake, and also in History Channel TV show about hunting gators in Louisiana. If the gators are not biting, you dip the chicken into a special mix of spices, shake and bake, and then the gators start biting.
You're bringing some good knowledge. I had no clue on any of that.
I didn't know where that was going.
No,
okay.
neither did I. So 3-9-1. McGuffin and Stratman trying to hang in this first game, but Ben Johns just put the power and the quickness on display.
Yeah, he's just been dominating the line here, and that's why the deficit is 6.
And now the serve going back over to Waters and Johns, looking to get 2 more points and close out this first game.
There you saw a little of the new partner who takes that middle ball situation there, and misdink was the result.
And Stratman tries to go for the ATP, hits it, and we're at game point. Well, here's a look at how Lawrence Stratman and Tyson McGuffin got here in Mesa, Arizona this week. And they did not lose a single game. They were tested against Parento and Newman. But they're in danger of losing their first game of the week here, but it's going to move to the second server.
Yeah, the mixed draw definitely saw a number of upsets, and a few of the top seeds did not make it to the semifinals.
Oh, well-placed shot by Ben Johns off the backhand. It just catches the inside part of the court, and that's going to close out game 1. Waters and Johns, they trailed by 1. They trailed 1-0, and after that, it was pretty much all the #1 ranked team. So they win at 11-3. They go up 1-0. Game number 2 of this championship match coming your way after this quick timeout. Coverage of the Foot Solutions Arizona Grand Slam is brought to you by Select Medical, improving the quality of life. By Margaritaville, official lodging partner. By Fit Vine Wines, live your fit. And by Valley Seltzer, good, clean fun.
I signed the 3-year agreement with the PPA Tour and the exclusivity simply because I think it's good for the sport. I think that with these longer deals and more exclusivity, the PPA Tour is able to approach better sponsors, better venues, et cetera, and really propel the Pro Tour to new heights very quickly. So I'm very excited for kind of the benefits of all of us pros doing that.
Well, that was Ben Johns talking about his decision to sign with the PPA Tour. That's good producing in the truck. You didn't miss anything. You missed the side outs of the serve going over to McGuffin and Stratman in his 0-3 hole. And that is long.
I'm actually curious to see if Tyson and Lauren might try to slow down the game and grind down. It's also one of Tyson's strengths. He's a very patient player, and he really doesn't miss dinks very often. So I'm curious if they're going to try to slow it down and if they're actually able to control the game to get it to play a little slower.
By the way, I did stand corrected. That first one did catch in, and now the side out. So the serve back over. Wow, how about Anna Lee going down and getting that one?
Oh, he was going to do inside out ATP around that, but the ball.
From
the ball didn't cooperate.
Yeah.
It could have been the crop duster from that look. Good return by Tyson. Getting it to Ben's backhand. That's where you're going to see Ben being patient on the third shot and just usually using a drop.
And that catches the net, so McGuffin and Stratman still hanging in here. Not too big of a hole yet, but they got to start making some noise.
And the net made some noise for him there to get it to go deep.
Yeah, it looks like Annalise feeling comfortable speeding up at Tyson down the line, and she knows if she can put the ball in the right spot and maybe jam Tyson a little bit, Ben is going to be there in the middle to clean it up.
Yeah, and that's what's scary. They're finding patterns that work for the two of them together, and it's only going to get better and better.
And that serve is long. So now Waters and Johns getting it back at 4-1. They took game one 11-3 in this best 3 out of 5. And we'll move to the second serve. Anna Lee now just recently turned 15 years old in January. And into the net to make it a 5-1 game. I know we've got a fantastic stats guy back in the truck. I would be curious to just see what percentage of shots are being hit by Ben Johns in this match, because Anna Lee is certainly making her presence in this match known, but it seems like Ben is really taking everything he can get, which is no surprise.
Well, and it's incredibly effective. In the first tournament when they were playing for the first time, where and when he'd step in, it missed.
Jim Ramsey is our guy working out there, and that ATP beautifully placed.
And it was the footwork that was critical there. She was going to go for a dink and then was able to extend and then go, as you saw right there.
Ooh, Tyson was looking to execute a shake and bake. He took the third shot nice and early, made his way to the kitchen, but misses wide.
And another point for Waters and Johns. So 6-1 Waters and Johns. In each of the 2 timeouts taken in game one, it was effective. McGuffin and Stratman were able to break a serve. See if the form holds for them.
That would be a resounding no.
Well, and they did break the serve in the first game when they did, but both times it was on the first server, so it didn't stop the onslaught. We'll move to the second server here. And Ben just misses wide. He would like to have that one back.
Well, the good news, if you're observing the body language of the players on the court, Tyson and Lauren's message is that they're going to keep fighting and the match is not over. And that's what you like to see at the professional level. Regardless what the score is, ideally till the last point of the match, you should not be able to tell who's winning, and who is losing. And I think Lauren and Tyson are showing great examples of energy and good attitude and working together, trying to problem solve in this fairly difficult situation.
Yeah,
that
and
they're
I
in
mean,
together.
and you know coming in that you're going against the #1 ranked team and that you're the underdog, but you can't let that affect the way you go play. You got to just go play your game. Oh, Ben, perfectly placed again.
And they tried, okay, let's try Lauren Stratman on the other side of the court here. Let's look at can empty the bucket on the strategy here. See if they stick with that.
13 clean winners by Ben Johns. The other 3 combined have 5. And another point, so it'll move to 9-1. And McGuffin and Stratman still do have another timeout at their disposal. See if they use it, if they give up the point here.
Yeah, maybe one potential adjustment Lauren and Tyson can try as well when Ben and Lee speed up at them, maybe trying to reset that shot rather than counter-attacking.
Oh, off the net. It stays alive, though. And then the lob. And Ben, great idea. And did not execute it as well as he would have liked. But, man, you love that vision by Ben to try and put that shot there. How about the ball just sitting on the net? Which way did it want to go?
Gotta love the slow motion replay.
Yeah, and there's an example there. Reset that next ball instead of attack, because he's just sitting there waiting for the next.
They're in no man's land,
Right.
and Ben is on top of the kitchen, so he has advantage. If you think in terms of physics and geometry, he has a clear advantage. He's able to make contact above the net where the guys are digging from below.
Every class you took in 12th grade right there.
I'm pretty sure I barely passed physics.
I vaguely remember physics. We see physics in play all the time at pickleball, though.
Yes. I had a class called Physics and Sports, as a matter of fact.
Wow, how about that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all we really need to know about physics is gravity exists. And we have to respect it.
And it's undefeated.
It's
The only shot that defeats gravity in pickleball is, of course, around the post. But everything else, you have to respect gravity.
So chance to close it out here, at least for game 2. But it's going to move to the second server. So 10-2-2, and Anna Lee will try and see if she can wrap up this second game. And there it is. So 11-3 in game 1, 11-2 in game 2. Waters and Johns go up 2-0. And they will try to complete the sweep of this best-of-5 championship match. But not before we take a quick timeout from Mesa, Arizona. Our coverage on Championship Court continues after this quick timeout. Stay with us. Coverage of the Foot Solutions Arizona Grand Slam is brought to you by Pickleball Central, your pickleball superstore. By Hertz, Hertz puts you in the driver's seat. By Hyper Ice, do what you love more. By Gearbox, official paddle of the Arizona Open. And by DuraFast 40, official ball of the PPA. So 2-0 in favor of Anna Lee Waters and Ben Johns. And Ben Johns, a big day today here in Mesa, Arizona. He'll take a quick break at the conclusion of this match, and he'll be back around 11 a.m. local time alongside his brother Colin Johns to take on Riley Newman and Matt Wright for the men's doubles championship, and then he'll wrap up our coverage on Championship Court around 1:30 local time, so 4:30 Eastern, the expected start time for the men's singles championship between Ben and Tyson McGuffin. So.
Yes, Ben looks determined, and he's playing very efficient. I think the schedule that he has today probably dictates a little bit of his commitment. He knows that he can't be goofing around.
Right.
He needs to take care of business, conserve energy, and yeah, play smart.
He does get a break between each of the matches,
Yes.
though, so that's a little bit of a help for him. And while it will get warm here this afternoon, it's not going to be oppressively hot.
No, and then under the cover here, you won't have that beating down on you all day, which will help as well.
They did a great job with this facility, and it's not just a pickleball facility. It's got baseball diamonds and soccer fields, but
An insane volleyball going on inside.
Oh, yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it is quite the place here at Bellbank Park. So a point here for McGuffin and Stratman. So for the second time in this match, they have a lead. And the only other lead came at 1-0 in game 1. And now it's 2-0.
Great little drive there by Stratman. That's what got them here.
Serve over to Waters and Johns. First point of the match for Waters and Johns. So this week is the second stop of the season here for the pickleball tour. Next week, Lakeville, Minnesota, which is right outside of Minneapolis, for the indoor championships. And of course, we will have coverage of that as well for you on Championship Court. Second servers, that's long. And guys, I'm excited to have you guys up in the home part for me.
Yes.
Part of the country.
It's great that this tour is going all over the country, new places, Cincinnati, North Carolina, and in your backyard next weekend, Dave.
It'll be a little bit different feel with it being an indoor championship. Which you don't want an outdoor championship in Minnesota in February. This hit there by Ben Johns, so the serve will go back over to McGuffin and Stratman with a tie to 2. How about that? Ben Johns didn't have much room to work with, but he found exactly the spot on the court to be able to win that exchange.
Also a good example of this type of kitchen attack that Ben Johns executed. He attacked a mid-level ball, and in a situation like this, he knows that it will be the second or third shot that will actually get him the point. Same here.
So the serve back over to Waters and Johns with a 2-2 tie here in game 3. Tell you, one of the things I'm loving about this championship court is the big screen that they've got.
Yes.
And so everybody's able to follow the action both with the video as well as the score. And I've said for a long time in a lot of these venues, it'd be great to have a scoreboard for the fans to be able to see. And I know the officials do a great job of keeping everybody informed, but it's nice to have that visual to be able to look up at any time and get an idea of where the match is at.
Absolutely. And there you see the third shot, topspin lob again, this time from Ben Johns.
Yes, you can kind of see Ben and Anna Lee finding their groove again. They have more energy. You just saw on the big screen Anna Lee going for an earning.
And that's wide. So 5 straight points for Waters and Johns after being in a 2-0 hole.
Yep. Choo-choo. You can hear the train coming down the track again.
Yeah, that light at the end of the tunnel, it is a train. It's coming right at you. And this one, we know what station this one appears to be headed for. 5-2, the timeout being taken by McGuffin and Stratman as they try to stem the tide of momentum that the #1 ranked team in the world has right now. Well, the pace of play of this match has been impressive from the word go. Less than 8.5 shots per rally so far in this match. And that's, where do you place that number, Dave?
You know, we've had a couple of longer dink rallies, but it's been the setup at the kitchen line that has made, you know, we keep showing the clean winners stats. That's what's keeping that number down. In mixed, you can have long dink rallies with the ladies going back and forth for a long time. We haven't seen that at all today.
Absolutely. But what I would like to compare that stat to is the average length of a rally in professional tennis on ATP Tour. Do you guys have any idea what that might be? It's 2 shots, and
wow.
I think that's why pickleball has tremendous potential as a spectator sport, because the rallies are longer than tennis, and the transitions between offense and defense are more frequent, and I think it just has huge entertainment value, and it's just getting tapped right now. So super excited to just kind of be part of this journey.
Ben goes to lob, and that sets up the shot there.
Just a beautiful combo platter of a third topspin lob and then a forehand drive winner from the GOAT.
That's actually a tennis play.
Yeah.
Classic tennis play. Lob over the left shoulder. Again, a good lob in tennis or pickleball does not have to go over someone's head. As long as you can push your opponent further back and make him hit a slightly weaker shot and give up positioning, then you can take the next shot early and expose their feet. Exactly what Ben Johns did.
Nice dig there by Waters, and a better shot by McGuffin to get the serve back, as he and Stratman are hanging on to their last gasps here, trying to see if they can get a rally together and somehow find a way to win game 3. That does catch the, no, they called it out. I heard the official say point, but they're going to say out. So second serve. Did look long to me. I was surprised to hear the point call. So 3-8. Ben with a couple of shots there that could have won it, and that one finally does.
Ben Johns went into the Lindsay Newman position in a perpetual earning.
9-3, 2 points away from a gold.
Good slide, good anticipation on Annalie's part. She anticipated speed up, leans out to her right, and corrects the backhand at Tyson.
So we're 1 point away.
And there's that entertainment value of the hand battles that pickleball brings. The crowd loves it, and here we are.
Championship point here in the pro mixed doubles. And not so fast, my friend.
Phenomenal get by Johns to get there and leave it in a safe place.
McGuffin returns the ATP. And Ben lets it go, and there it is. Waters and Johns, a perfect 2 for 2 on this PPA Tour season. 2 tournaments, 2 gold medals.
I'd say the new partnership is working, Dave.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you put the stars together and they don't necessarily always align, but Irina, the early returns on this are pretty favorable.
Well, but also they spent a little bit of time preseason, off-season practicing together in Florida, so maybe what people see on the surface is this natural spark, but they put in work.
They made it look pretty easy, much to the dismay of McGuffin and Stratman. We'll hear from the winners after this timeout. Stay with us here on Championship Court. Well, 11-3, 11-2, 11-3. Waters and Johns impressive in winning gold, and they are standing by right now with Hannah Johns.
Welcome back courtside, everyone. I'm here and happy to present to you our champions, Ben Johns, Annalee Waters. Wow, what a match. We just witnessed total destruction, actually. Do you feel like you just had their number?
No, I don't think that was it. I just think we came out really hot, and maybe today wasn't their day because they really played well on mixed day on Friday, and me and Ben just played really well, and we went out there and crushed it today.
I want to talk about some of the patterns that we witnessed on court. It seems like you're going back to some of the same things over and over again, a cross-court competitive dink, moving over to cover that middle, and then looking for that shot down the middle after you have McGuffin on the edge. Is this true, and do you use these consistent patterns over and over again?
Yeah, you know, there's definitely patterns that work against certain teams, and they change based on the team you play. And, you know, I think Baby Waters here and I are still figuring out our best patterns, so we're still adding some, and we definitely have our go-tos. So, yeah, it's really instrumental in any game that you have your patterns that you go back to, and until they're not working, you keep going back.
All right, guys, we have 18 more stops coming up on the PPA Tour. Which ones are you most looking forward to, and why?
I'm looking forward to next weekend at Minnesota because I had to make Ben come and play that tournament with me. So I wanted to see snow, and he's still maybe regretting that decision.
I think you're like the only one who's happy to go to Minnesota. Ben?
You know, I'm really sad I'm going to miss San Clemente this year. That's my favorite tournament from last year. Unfortunately, I'll be in Europe. Not so unfortunately, but I'd say other than that one, I really like the La Quinta tournament, so I'm looking forward to going back to there. And really all the new venues, you know, I think we've added quite a few, so anywhere new is awesome to me.
All right, guys, congratulations again. And with that, we're going to bring Brian Scott from Foot Solutions, Senior Vice President on court to present your trophies.
Hey, guys. So congratulations, Annalee, Ben. You know, you guys really did a great job. On behalf of Foot Solutions, a foot wellness company, we would like to present to you our CEO, John Prothero, myself, Brian Scott, Senior VP, this year's Arizona Foot Solutions Grand Slam in mixed doubles. Congratulations, guys.
Gonna need 2 hands for that.
Oh, yeah, guys.
It is a heavy one.
Back over to you, Dave.
Oh, great stuff. I'm happy that at least somebody's happy to be going to Minnesota. Next week, Ben Johns will be in Minnesota. Who'd have thunk it? So will everybody.
Yes.
I'm excited to have you guys. Lakeville, Minnesota is just on the suburbs of Minneapolis, so basically in Minneapolis, Minnesota next week at Lifetime Fitness. And then the PPA Tour goes back to Florida, Simone Jargim's tournament in Port St. Lucie, and then a new stop in Austin, Texas coming up in March. And make sure you check out all the coverage here on Championship Court. Final thoughts from you guys?
You know, ideal goals. That's what I learned today. You got to establish your ideal goals, and they might be getting a triple crowd. I'm going to try that in Minnesota.
Yeah, and then just the level of play, Dave, is, you know, over 4 days of, you know, we talked in the broadcast, it takes 11 winners to win a point. The effort was incredible. The deserving champion and Triple Crown winner was Ben Johns today.
Great day as well for Annalee Waters. What a fun day it was here in Mesa, Arizona for everybody here at Championship Court. I'm Dave Penn saying so long. We'll see you next week from just outside Minneapolis, Minnesota as the PPA Tour season continues.
Just too quick for it, peeling off like the whip orange. Seen they effort, this piss poor. I got too much I gotta tend to. Car payments and the rent due. Told y'all that I'm 6 foot, but with the money stabbing, I'm 10-2. Yeah, I'm in the big leagues. Told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston.